Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Fighting Out of Cape Town with your boy Zaz and
V or Vicious.
what's up? Yo, Vichy.
Yo.
We're back with a bang, with the rebrand.
100% we're
How do you
back
feel
with a new
about it?
format. I'm kind of excited. I can't wait to try this new format. I think it's going to bring more people and it's more exciting, it's more fun. And I think we should get straight into them fights.
Let's go. Oh my word, UFC 280. Just about a couple of days away.
Live from Abu Dhabi.
Let's go. Absolutely
go.
amazing. I'm excited about the squad. Obviously a really stacked squad from the beginning till the end. Obviously, as you know now, we don't got time for that. So we'll do the main card and we'll cover that. And we'll start with Caitlin Chukagian versus Manon Fiorot.
Manon Fiorot.
Yes, the French beast.
The French beast indeed.
But anyways, Manon Fiorot, ferocious stand-up fighter. Tall, lanky,
100%.
very much similar to Chukagian.
Very similar.
She's 9-1. Her only loss is actually to Lima Court. In a previous organization. Lima Court from England, who fights in Bellator now. And so, absolutely amazing fighter. Obviously, former EFC champion.
EFC champ.
The fighter winner. I'm very proud of her, obviously, with a bit of South African aspect to her journey or her career. We'll see how that goes. It's actually crazy that she's fighting Caitlin Chukagian.
Oh, yeah, that is very true.
It's a big step.
It's a big step.
I
think they're trying to make sure that this Marion Fiorot gets to the top as quickly as possible. That's what I think. That's why they're giving her Caitlin Chukagian. I think they probably think that Caitlin's going to lose this one. Because they wanted to get it. We've seen this happen so many times already.
It's the classic.
It's a classic, we see
gatekeeper.
We see the next one. We see the
100%.
We see let's throw the gatekeeper. Let's throw the person in the division
The cowboy hat.
The cowboy hat, unfortunately. But I think they're trying to express her all the way to the top. I think they're trying to make a fight for the title as soon as possible, because people are talking about her. She has a weird, like you said, she's lanky, she's long, and she's a problem for a lot of people. So they want to see her fight the best. Chukagian, like we said, one of the gatekeepers, unfortunately, not necessarily going to be a champion anytime soon. But she's coming off 4 wins.
She gets close, and then she gets a stumble, and then she will go again. And
Caitlin, unfortunately, I don't think he's taking this one. I think Marion Fiorot is definitely going to take this one, get close to that title. Yeah,
look, I think it's a tough one. For me, I don't know. I think Chukagian is almost has a resurgence.
True.
So those are always difficult fighters to face, because confidence means a lot.
Yeah, and she wins these type of fights.
And she wins these types of fights.
She does win these types.
So we'll have to see where the level Manon Fiorot comes in at, right?
True.
Fiorot is ferocious. Don't get it twisted. Like she will end the night quickly if she can. She's very versatile. She's a very good grappler for her size, but she can head kick the fuck out of you. So trust me, Manon Fiorot, she's not one to play around with. So it's so soon for her, but I mean, let's see. Will she be the victor, or will Caitlin take it from her? I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Manon Fiorot as well. I'm a bit of a loyalist. So, and EFC, and her story is really good. I think she's really talented. So, and I think Chukagian has been there, done that. She's tried. She can try again. There's nothing wrong with that. I have a lot of admiration for those fighters who keep trying and will, start the resurgence again and take a stumble and go again. Phenomenal. That's some point. Go for it. One of his biggest fans. So go for it. But I'm gonna go with Manon Fiorot as well.
100%.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy though. I think.
Fight.
Don't be surprised to see fight of the night continue with this one. I swear to you, both these ladies are gonna throw. And Caitlin, I think, is gonna be offended by Manon, because it's like the new her. I think it's going to be very much of.
But Caitlin might come out in a way like, oh, you think you're the next me?
100%, you know what I mean?
Might make her want to fight even harder. So.
I promise you, don't. And ladies, generally, their level is just reckless abandon. They just go for what they want. So it's going to be good. We'll have to see about that. But anyway, it's going to be good. Moving on to Beneil
Beneil
versus Mateusz Gamrot.
That's the most exotic name. Look, I'm a fan of Beneil Dariush. I think I like the dog that he has. He claims to be a Syrian. As
is he Iranian?
Yeah, but they have this whole thing where they consider to be from the land before it was Iran or something like that. So like it's a much bigger section of Asia than just Iran. So
Syria.
yeah, but I'm not too sure on the history. I'm not gonna deep into that. It might get in trouble.
That's cool, yeah.
But yeah, 7-fight win streak. You know, he's been winning and winning and winning. You know, he hasn't lost in a long time, but he's been off for a long time. He got injured. He was supposed to be fighting Islam Makhachev. He was supposed to be the fight before this for Islam. And so, I don't know who we'll see in the ring, if we'll be able to see that dog in him from the get-go. He's fighting a tough guy, Matthias Khamra, bro. So, I don't know.
Yeah, look, so Mateusz, he's fights out of ATT predominantly. A great teammate, according to many of the top ATT athletes. He's now become one of those gym captains.
Yeah.
He's obviously a beast. He's a great wrestler. A really good wrestling background, and can put your lights out too. So Mateusz is there for business. He means business, and he's a really hard worker. Beneil Dariush, obviously also. I mean, I don't know who still doesn't rate Beneil Dariush, but those who do probably don't know MMA that well.
Yeah, he can do everything. He's shown that he can do everything.
Exceptional at nearly everything.
And the way he finishes his fights is crazy. He'll jump on your back and choke you out.
He's a beast,
He'll
bro.
get hit 1,000 times and then come back and
he's a beast.
hit
You look
back.
like your uncle's friend with a grey.
No lies.
And then he moved everyone.
Yeah.
He's brilliant, bro. He's brilliant. Absolutely technical. He's really technical. I know the story is old, but Justin Gaethje used to be like, you know, he used to pay Justin Gaethje to do errands for him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's been around
a long time.
The MMA scene, professional scene for so long. He's a vet, a real true and, you know, through and through vet.
And his girls holds his pads.
Yeah. She was also a, you know, MMA student, jiu-jitsu student. Look, Dariush has a high confidence in himself for a reason. He's a strong wrestler, and he knows that not many people, even in the UFC, can do what he does physically. So I mean, look, he's gonna look to break Mateusz Gamrot because he he's kinda pissed off for the fact that he's not the backup fighter for the title fight, and Alex Volkanovski is, and he was told that he would be Beneil Dariush, so he's actually upset about that. So expect him to put a statement on Mateusz Gamrot.
That's
what I'm going for. I'll be honest with you. I think that's a great time for Mateusz. I'm so nice. I don't know. I think it's a great time for Mateusz to, you know, take a sit back and regather forces and go again.
Yeah.
But I don't see Beneil stopping. And I think that if Beneil stops, if he loses this one, there ain't gonna be another title shot.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Yeah. And I think I give the UFC great credit for this matchup, bruh. This is perfect. Like they both can do both. They both can win by submission or win by TKO or KO. So I think it's gonna be a banger. I can possibly see this either being a knockout or finish of the night or just fight of the night.
100% fight of the night contender. This fight is gonna be crazy. Can you imagine the carnage? The rolling and the punches being thrown, and they both have this, you know, where they, you know, like they don't really give up.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's going to be an amazing fight. I think stand-up wise, I think it's going to be really technical.
Yeah.
I think Beneil is going to try to stand outside and rush in, and Mateusz is going to try to avoid that or stop that and try to take him down and try to sub him down. And Beneil Dariush is great on the ground, great off the back. It's kind of like a Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised. The squad is
it's crazy.
The squad is amazing.
100%.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Beneil Dariush by sub in a second probably.
Woo!
I think Mateusz gonna hurt his feelings in the first round.
Yeah.
He's gonna come out strong in the second and get him down, grind him a bit and sub him. That's what I think.
I'm gonna go with maybe a controversial one, not really, but I'm gonna go.
It's time. It's a time.
Matthias Gamrot.
Could be time, brah.
In the second.
Wow.
By TKO.
Ooh. He has a thick neck. He have a duck neck.
He does.
And a fat head, but hey, I'm not saying it won't happen. Let's see how it goes.
Maybe things have been Hey, who knows? I'm just talking about a man coming back.
It's fine. There's
But,
nothing wrong with it.
Hey,
There's nothing
who
wrong
knows?
with it. There's nothing wrong with that. We'll see how it goes. He's obviously out of Kings MMA, so like, you know, they have Marvin Vittori running a team throwing punches at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Scary.
Really? Okay, Vichy, let's move on to Peter Yan versus Sugar Sean. This is no doubt, in case you didn't know, this is the number one contender fight.
Oh yeah.
In case you didn't know, this is the number one contender fight.
I think it's about time.
Yeah.
It's about time that they gave Sugar Sean number one contendership. And obviously Peter Yan just came off a title fight, which he lost unfortunately. So 100% makes sense as a number one contender.
And to steal Sean's eye, potentially, if he
Yes. And it's a fight to make out of that division, I think. Peter Yan, we know he's brilliant. And I think what happened in the title fight, in the first one and the second one, just shows you how things can change.
quickly.
On that specific day, you could be the best fighter. And then on another day, you could be an okay fighter. And not an okay fighter, but more that your opponent maybe shows up more than you on that day. And so, I think he's still a fucking amazing fighter. I just think, you know, he got unlucky with that one. And now he has to fight his way back. So, and he's got a tough fighter to do that against.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always been a big Peter Yan fan, obviously, as we've spoken about many times before. The thing about Peter Yan is his feet is amazing. He's got some of the best feet in the division, undoubtedly so. Not the aesthetics of it. It's the way he moves them.
That's the way he moves.
And his intelligence is just...
Intelligence.
He's so good. His inside
Knowledge.
trips. I genuinely think that Sean O'Malley, the first time I saw him face adversity, I saw him fail, I saw him break, I saw him not want to be there. And I think that has actually prepared him well to know that, whoa, I actually know what that feels like now, to have that feeling, that embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
And I could rely on saying I'm undefeated, it was my leg. And now I can actually fight through that, and this is going to be that true. And if I beat him, I get a title shot.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, right? And then the sooner he gets that, the sooner he can get the title, the sooner he can go up a different division, be heavier, and hurt people there.
100%.
That's definitely what Sean O'Malley's going to do, in my opinion. However, Peter Yan, to get Peter Yan clean, to hit him clean, is going to be so hard for Sean
Very
O'Malley.
hard.
And the way Peter Yan is going to relentlessly wrestle him,
Yeah.
I don't think he understands what's awaiting him just yet.
Yeah.
And I know they say he's good, they say he's got a good sprawl and he's been, you know,
It's nice to hear those things.
very nice to hear those
But
things.
I don't believe none of that.
And I love Sugar Sean.
Yeah.
If anything, I'll be honest with you, as much as because I also like Peter Yan, but I'll be honest with you, if anything was as funny and as crazy and as great content as Sean O'Malley gives us, I wouldn't mind seeing him put Peter's lights out.
Okay.
Wie is jou pa? Peter Yan. I wouldn't mind seeing sleep time for Peter Yan. But don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't think that's gonna happen at all. I think Sugar Sean might be able, if he wins, maybe he'll win by points. But I don't see him taking out Debra. Debra grew up in some
Siberian territory.
parts of Russia.
Siberian.
Yes, my bro.
He's a beast.
He's a beast, and he's not gonna go down too easily unless you get the perfect
Time.
flush, perfect timing, perfect shot. Hits him on the temple in a space and
Step back.
and
Boom, boom.
and for some reason Peter doesn't put his hands up.
Yeah.
And you know, only then do I see that happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I see the fight. If Peter, like you said, if Peter goes to the ground, it's done. I don't want to hear no, I've been working on my wrestling. No, I don't want to hear none of that shit. You are not a wrestler. That's just unfortunately that's your weakness, and obviously he knows that. So if Peter Yan takes him down, I think a couple of seconds into it, and Peter Yan is most likely got his neck or something. He's got something in the hold, his arm maybe, who knows. But if it stays on the feet,
To sleep.
which stays on the feet, and Sean is able to keep his space and his distance and not get, not get into too much of grappling and wrestling, then I think Sugar wins it. But I also don't see that necessarily happen.
Yeah, you see, in terms of the fighter, each one, I see Sugar Sean is always pensive and relaxed and bouncy and ready to respond, react.
Yeah.
And Peter Yan is very aggressive and forward moving, right? And so he's a very assertive fighter, and so I think he will assert himself and find a way to not wait and like meddle around too much in the area that Sugar Sean would want him to be.
Yeah.
Instead, he will try to close the distance, take him down, and try to beat him, beat him up, weigh him down, make his arms tired,
Yeah.
I mean, there was times where he out-grappled Aljo.
Yeah.
There was time where Aljo was on his back for 3.5 minutes and he was defending like this. That doesn't happen by accident. Most good wrestlers or BJJ practitioners don't even defend that well.
100%.
Like Peter Yan is next level, and I think, my prediction, Peter Yan put Sean O'Malley away. I hate to say it, I'll be honest, I hate to say it. I really, really want Sean to become a champion and go on, because I think it's crazy and I like it.
Yo.
But I think Peter Yan beats him.
100%.
I think it's going to be late though. I think it's going to be 4th or 5th round. I think. I don't know. And if it is,
it's a 3-round fight, Saz.
Oh my word.
Overtime!
It's going to be very, very late.
It's going to be so late, they're not even fighting
It's going to be the changing room. It's going to be that late. Nah, I don't know. It's going to be 3rd round then. It's going to have to be 3rd round.
Yo.
Can't be 4th or 5th, right? So it's going to have to be 3rd round. It's going to be late.
Yo.
But I think he's going to get him down in a choke.
Yo. To be honest with you, and I'm looking straight into the camera right now because I want you to know that I don't even think I believe this. But I'm going to go Sugar Sean in the first by KO.
Oh my word. I really hope that happens. Like for Sugar Sean, man. Peter, I think will fight back. He'll bounce back either way. Is that good?
That's it could. I'm just hoping for a historic moment or something just wonderful happening somehow, some way. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, shit, I can't wait for this. Let's see. Okay, Aljo Sterling versus TJ Killershaw Dillashaw. Ooh, you got.
This is Aljo versus TJ. It's finally happening.
Finally.
After all the talking, after all the back and forth, it's finally happening. Aljo versus TJ. Look, Aljo just came off now 2 title fights. Obviously, one fight, very controversial. Peter Yan knees him. Peter Yan was clearly winning that fight. Then he gets injured. He's out for a while. He's able to come back, then fights for the title. And to be honest with you, apparently that's why he did so badly in the first fight, is because that neck injury apparently was already there.
Yeah, it was there for a long time.
Yeah.
But also, like, it was his diet also.
Yeah.
Leading up to it.
And
just felt flat.
And now we probably saw the best version of him against Peter Yan in that second fight. He's fighting against TJ Dillashaw, someone who has come back from his suspension. And he had a fight against Cory Sandhagen that I still don't believe that TJ won. And I honestly don't think that TJ should be in this position right now. I think Cory it probably should be Aljo Cory 2, in my
100%,
opinion.
100%.
So I don't think, in my opinion, that TJ Dillashaw is ready for this fight. I don't think, he's a competitor and he always will be, but I don't think he has enough in him to actually get the job done against a really prolific and decent fighter that Aljo is. Aljo is now, it's like 7 wins or something like that. There was a stage in his career where he was 2-3 in the UFC. And now he's like, his entire record is 21-3.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
And I don't see the train stopping for someone like TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah, look, I think you're right. Look, it's gonna be really tough, I think, for TJ. I think styles they'll make fights, and I think this is phenomenal because Peter Yan likes to go forward. Aljo nullified that. He's really big.
Yeah.
He's really, really big. So he nullified that quickly. And so he was the guy going forward. So now Petrian is the guy going back. And I think with Dillashaw, he made Corey Sandhagen go back. And I still think that Corey Sandhagen beat him,
Yeah.
too. But I mean, he obviously got into the right areas enough to doubt the judges to make him think that he won. He's a killer, bro. He's still a killer, no matter what. I think he'll always be a killer. He's one of those people that he's always in shape. He always looks amazing. He's probably always on steroids. But anyways, he always looks amazing, and he works insanely hard. Like, there's new footage out with him doing conditioning sessions at the beach, and the way he has been training is as always. He's a killer.
Always has, yeah.
You know, his training partners, most of them leave him.
Yeah, because
He's too aggressive. He's
Yeah.
too aggressive and he hurts them. And there's a few people that, you know, always stuck around with him. So, I mean, Corey Sandhagen was one of them.
Yeah.
And so he's a beast, bro. He's a beast, and he knows how to win a fight. He knows how to make things scrappy and be aggressive enough to change the game. And I think the really good ones can adapt. Can Aljo adapt to TJ? That's the big question.
Yeah.
Genuinely, that's the big question. TJ is the
Yeah,
the cream of the crop. Anywhere, anytime he'll ever fight, whether it be in an octagon or a grocery store for the rest of his life.
100%.
He's that caliber that, like, he can walk into any organization in the world and be a champion now, at any time he chooses. That's how good TJ Dillashaw is. And Aljo is the guy that was like, oh, like, you say he's coming up? Oh, he's okay. And then now he's actually the champion.
He's actually there. Yeah.
So it's a beautiful story, and I think it lines up perfectly.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win? It's so tough, Fishy. I don't know. I think Aljo is too big for TJ, and I think he's gonna body TJ, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna
If he
offensively
grapples
rebound him.
If he he's grabbing boards. Yeah, I think if he grapples him and he wrestles him and he just absolutely smothers him, it's over for TJ Dillashaw.
You see, so don't forget, TJ Dillashaw is a D1 wrestler.
Yeah,
Aljo is a D2 wrestler. Like, there's a difference.
that is true.
There's a significant difference. So don't get it twisted. TJ can grapple with the best of them.
Yeah.
Or wrestle with the best of them. Can he grapple with Aljo? That's what I'm asking, because it's the jiu-jitsu of Sedalongo and transitioning where Aljo just, he can put you in a world of trouble, and I think people didn't want to see it yet. But I think they're forced to now after that second winning, the second fight against Petrian. So I'm gonna go. It's hard. I don't know. You go first. I'm gonna go Aljo by decision. I don't think he breaks the TJ Dillashaw. I'll be honest with you. I don't see it happening. Maybe he'll sub him and he'll go to sleep. Maybe he'll I don't see him breaking TJ Dillashaw. I don't think you're able to break him. Even Saud, the last person to break him was Sauda, and he broke him, and he said he was not out. He was fine. He was okay.
Fine, yeah, I remember.
He complained about the early stoppage. It's so hard to break TJ Dillashaw. Can Aljamain do it? I don't know, but I'll say Aljo by decision.
I'm gonna agree with you there. I think I'm gonna go there. I don't see TJ necessarily winning this fight. I do see him keeping up though, and that's why I don't think he'll get taken out or he won't get submitted or anything like that. I think he works, like we said, he works hard. Like, there's too much dog in him for him to actually like give up in a fight, unless he gets put in some compromising position that he can't even stop. But I also think Aljo by decision. But yeah, who knows? I don't know. Look, TJ has there's a personal goal that he could achieve on Saturday, and that is he could become the first ever 3-time bantamweight champion.
Charles do Bronx Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. The one is 33 and 8, and the other is 22 and 1. Who gets the dub?
Okay, so that 22 and 8 is almost misleading.
33 and 8.
That 33 and 8, sorry. That 33 and 8 is almost misleading.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like he's a different fighter. It's like Charles do Bronx is a different man. All of a sudden, he has absolutely killed everybody that everybody thought was going to kill him. And he just keeps beating the top of the top in the lightweight division. He's beaten Gaethje, he's beaten Poirier, he's beaten Chandler. He's beaten a lot of good contenders in that division. However, he's coming up against one of the Dagestani disciples, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's coming up against a man who has understudied one of the best in the sport and in that division. He knows he's learned from the best. And they just have a form of fighting that so it nullifies anybody, man. Anybody comes in there and all of a sudden the fight it's just over.
Yeah.
Before it even begins.
It's hard.
But Charles also has something that we don't see in many people. We see the ability to finish a fight or even take damage and still win the fight. So I'm not even sure who's gonna win this
So
one.
tough.
This is a great main event because this is either the promises of what we've been told by people about Islam
And we've been told a lot about him.
And-
Told more than seen.
100% we've been told more than seen, but with Charles we've seen and seen and seen again.
Wow. Wow.
And I don't know. I almost don't want to give an answer. Well, what do you think, bro? What do you think?
It's a tough one. It's so difficult because I'm such a Charles fan.
Yo.
I hate. Honestly, like the best part about this fight is that we get to watch it pretty soon, and the worst part is the mental hurt it causes me to think about who's gonna win this. It's so hard. Anybody who says it's definitely Charles or it's definitely Islam is lying. You can't possibly know. Nobody.
Even Vegas is lying.
They're lying. They always lie, but they're lying again. You don't know. Look, this is what I'll say. Charles the Bronx Oliveira is flipping one of my role models. It's become one of my role models. Like I really, really love his journey, story. He's amazing. As a fighter, he just never say die. Oh, you might knock me down once, twice, 3 times, but I am going to win this war. That's amazing, that mindset. It's something that I'll look to for strength. Genuinely, like he's amazing, so he's a great role model. And he's a great stand-up fighter.
Yes.
Shoot the box, the way he hurts people.
Yo.
KG said it made his tongue numb.
Holy
Like it felt like he got shocked by electricity. That's a different feeling, bro. And then his jiu-jitsu. I mean,
Yo.
he won his first jiu-jitsu tournament a month into training jiu-jitsu.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And he's found success ever since. And a great trajectory. Got into the UFC really young.
Yeah.
You think he's not gonna lose? It's tough. It's tough.
And that's why I say he's a different fighter, because
100%.
he had to almost go through all of those losses and
It
find
makes you
himself
grow.
and then grow and stick to it. Be consistent and show up to every fight and try and win. And whether you win or lose, you try again, and you try again, and you try again.
People like Sean O'Malley up until the loss against Chito Vera and Khabib and John Jones, they actually spoil it for everybody else because they make the world feel like, oh, but if they can do it, why can't you? That's then the highest. Why can't? Like, come on, Dustin Poirier, there's as much, if not more, beauty in Dustin Poirier and his journey and the way he fights. He's never lost 2 fights in a row. As a champion like Khabib, it's a different path, a different story, and one other people or certain select people might find more inspirational because he's actually faced fucking adversity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Genuine through adversity where he's gone like, I'm a loser and I've got to pick myself off the ground and go try and be a winner again. And like so that like there's beauty in his story. And then he can back it up with his skills. If you have to ask me who I think wins on skills factor, Charles Oliveira you have a spade, you have a grass cut, you have that shear. You know that unnecessary thing for the grass and for the trees. Shears. He has shears in his shed. He has everything.
Call him
in his
Evan
shed.
Shearer.
He has everything and everything in his shed.
Yeah.
That an MMA fighter, a dangerous man should have.
Yeah.
Islam Makhachev is the heir to the throne of Khabib. Obviously the second Dagestani eagle wanting to take flight in this division and take that belt away or get the title. Charles is not technically the title, which is crazy. He is. Anyways, so Islam wants to take this title. Islam is part of a journey that's or story that started such a long time ago, and it can't really be explained unless you really like try go back and follow, like, you know, a show, or, you know, a video that teaches you about his story. But it's absolutely insane. And even Khabib from young already groomed to become these fighters, or these, you know, people. I don't think many people know. This is a fight versus BJJ versus Sambo. What is BJJ? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, obviously, right? It's a transitional martial art form which is generally only based on the ground. You even start and take position on the ground, top position or bottom position, and you transition and roll, and you try to get the other person into submission. It's amazing for, you know, as a martial art to defend yourself, etc., etc. Sambo is was designed to be a military martial art. That's what Sambo is. So it's a combination of a devastating striking, wrestling, transitional grappling, and judo. That's what Sambo is. It was used to train the KGB and their fighters to fight against other soldiers, hand-to-hand combat, close hand-to-hand, and beat them, and kill them. So this is also why people, I think, don't get why they can do what they do. Now, the thing is also, a lot of people go, yeah, well, you know, currently Charles has an Iranian wrestler in his camp helping him, who lived in Dagestan for 5 months. Nah, I mean, don't know. He lived in Dagestan for 5 months, and he knows what they do. So he was teaching Charles and the team about the tricks and stuff, and how to defend it and how to change it. That's cool. That's what more can you do, right? Islam, there's a reason why Islam, Makhachev and Khabib became who they became. And it's because Khabib's father was Abdul Manap. Yes. Magomedov, who was
the system.
The trainer of Sambo to the KGB. I don't think people understand the level. But anyways, Islam Makhachev would feel like the worst person on earth if he lost this fight.
Yeah.
Because he would have felt that Abdul Manap's prophecy would not have been completed because of him. Khabib did everything on his end.
Yeah.
And even more for Islam after.
Yeah.
And before. As much as I love Charles. Charles. Walking Lions. We're friends. But Islam is, I don't know if no one understands, but the way Islam is going to go out there and take Charles down and sub him within the first round. I don't know if people know that.
Yeah.
But I don't think they understand it, but I think they'll understand after this. That their Sambo trumps anybody in the world, Jiu-Jitsu, no matter what, how.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you, bro. The one thing we haven't seen yet, out of anybody that's fought Charles for the title, or in his lightweight career, nobody's come at him with Sambo wrestling at all. Everybody's that is fought is either, they definitely, some of them are Division 1 wrestlers, some of them are JJ, black belts, but most of them come at him with striking. All of his fights have started with striking, so none of these fights have had an element of really good form of wrestling that's gonna come at him. That's also very different. It's not jiu-jitsu. It's not the same. Yeah, you can have a bra come that was here for 5 months, but that means nothing. You need the experience. You need somebody to come at you with that form of wrestling 100%. To actually learn how to defend it.
And even then, you cannot replicate someone's power.
Yes,
Karan Wynn speaks about it. DC, Khabib, Josh Thompson rolled with Khabib and Islam. He goes, why is he stronger than you and you're Khabib?
Yeah.
Khabib's like, this guy, people just don't know yet. He's coming.
Yeah. And I think
it's not a joke.
The great thing about I think the nice thing about the both of them is what also makes it like, oh, you don't know, is that they both are from, Charles has created this world where he doesn't live a fancy life. He lives on a farm.
Beautiful.
Islam and the Dagestani guys.
With his people, surrounded by his people.
Charles surrounded by his people. Islam, growing in Dagestan, they train like it's still the old days. They treat this thing so seriously. And I think, I don't know whether it's gonna be so easy to decide on what the outcome is gonna be.
It's nearly impossible
to make things extremely interesting. I am going with Charles Oliveira.
Beautiful.
I'm going with Charles Oliveira. I think it will be a decision, and I understand what you were saying about Abdul Manap and Khabib and you know, Islam feeling the pressure. Or can he handle the pressure?
Ooh, don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
It's a good question.
So I'm gonna go for Charles. I'm gonna say decision. I think he might find a way to go all the way.
Welcome, yo everybody, welcome to Pick One or Kick One, a new segment in Fighting Out of Cape Town show. So I present Vichy with an option, an A or B side, and you have to decide or pick which one, and I'll then give my opinion after. But Pick One or Kick One, Paul Felder or Laura Sanko on the broadcasting team.
Laura Sanko.
Give me reasons, brother, reasons.
Reasons are she is beautiful.
She's amazing.
She's good to look at, and she's a good analyst.
She's amazing.
Beside the beauty thing, and she's a really good analyst. She's fun to watch, and yeah, look, Paul Felder, he's a great guy, but as an analyst, nah, he bores me. He must be.
He's smart and
he's a smart guy.
Great charisma, just not for me.
Nah,
That's not for me. I definitely would also pick Laura Sanko. She's really smart. She knows the MMA. She was a former professional MMA fighter. She knows the shit. She's currently in a team still, and she's a leader. She's ambitious. She's great at speaking. She's smart. Very, very smart MMA mind. So I would also go with Laura Sanko. I love Paul Felder though.
Yeah.
The Irish Dragon. Okay, second one. Pick one or kick one. Leon Edwards or Michael Bisping as the best British UFC champ.
I'm gonna go with Michael Bisping. Look, Leon Edwards is still doing his thing, and I think it's fantastic that he's a champion and everything, and he's doing really well. But I feel like Kamaru will beat his ass on the second fight. But remember the things Michael Bisping did, bruh. The fact that he fought with one eye, he somehow got through tests and the things he does, and
Yeah.
and also just I guess his personality kind of gives it a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
Obviously it's not necessarily the criteria, but he's a funny guy, and it adds to him a little bit. So
Yeah, look, for me personally, the best British champ, I'm gonna have to give it to Michael Bisping at this point, obviously. Leon Edwards could well become that, who knows. But yeah, at this point I'm gonna give it to Michael Bisping also. He's a DJ, I mean. And all the nice things he said, and he's a DJ.
I just smell the bra, Rebecca!
Oh my god. Pick one or kick one. Option 3. Who is the biggest dummy? Brendan Schaub or Colby Covington?
I'm gonna say Brendan Schaub.
Brendan Schaub.
I think Brendan Schaub.
Why?
Because
Over Covington, over Colby.
Yeah, look, Colby irritates me, but I also know that's a character he's playing.
Yeah.
I know that's a character. I've seen this before. I've watched wrestling for years. I know that's a character. I know that's not who he really is. I think he knows what he's doing, man.
Yeah.
I think he knows that's gonna get hype. That's gonna get, I'm gonna hire these girls to stand behind me when I do my picks, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna ask the girl to massage me, and then she's gonna tell me, no, you dumb nai. And I know that's all just a game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so with Brendan Schaub, the reason I feel that way is, I feel like Brendan feels like people owe him respect. He can't take a little joke. I mean,
he can't.
Bro,
He likes to film it.
you're a comedian.
It's crazy.
You're a comedian. You can't take jokes. You see, your feelings get hurt because people make jokes about you.
Crazy.
Dana White. He makes a small comment about you, and then you decide to write this long testimonial here on social media, and then now everybody must feel bad for you. Sorry, bro, but you're the biggest dummy.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I actually agree. I think Kobe's annoying, but Brendan definitely the biggest dummy. Okay, next segment on Fighting Out of Cape Town is face mashup.
Oh shit, here we go.
So this might be a bit of a confusing one, who knows? Vishen, can you tell me who this?
Yo, that is... Oh.
Oh, not so easy, huh? Oh.
I'm gonna say that's John Jones and Anthony Johnson.
Oh shit, how did you know?
I was the bottom of
How did you know that?
the bottom of that
Humble.
face. The bottom of that face was either Dean Thomas to me or Anthony
I
Johnson.
literally had Dean Thomas in here and I switched him out with Anthony Johnson. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. Wow, that's actually brilliant. That's exactly John Jones and Anthony Johnson. I actually thought it would be a tough one because when I saw the way it looked, I was like, would he know immediately that's Anthony Johnson?
It is.
It's been so long.
True, I know
Well
mouths.
Well
what their
done.
mouth do.
Nice, bro. Nice. Let's see if you know what this mouth do. Face mashup number 2. Who is this? Oh, when he has
Okay.
turn.
Oh, okay. I know now. It's Rhonda and Rose.
Ooh, wow. Damn. I thought that was gonna be a tough one. Like, 'cause
Yo.
look like a mongrel a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that you put Rose's face at the bottom because if you put a head on top, it would be kak obvious.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But I tried to disguise it. But
That's why it was a bit difficult at first. I was like, the top part, I was like, is that Rhonda?
this is my favorite piece of work. Who is that? Who is that?
You're that Brendan White. Or Dana Sharp, if you will.
Eskimo bros. Who said that?
Who said that?
Rishi, I have 3 sayings here for you. The first one is, can you read it?
Proseto prosato.
Who says that? Who most commonly says that?
Me.
The second one is,
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
who says that one, do you know?
Nate Diaz.
Nate Diaz, motherfucker. And then the last one, Marab!
Marab.
Who says that?
It is the man who won the title and nobody thought he was ever going to win the title. Mr. Matt Serra.
The legend Matt, that is Matt Serra. Well, that concludes the Fighting Out of Cape Town show for today, the UFC 280 preview with myself, Zaz.
And Vicious.
Thank you so much, Vishy. I think this was fantastic. A fantastic
Yes.
conversation.
Great.
A lot of fun fights, a lot of questions.
Yes, a lot of questions. Who knows what will happen this Saturday?
Who knows what the real answers are?
Oof, I can't wait.